What's up, Ravens, and welcome to another edition of ONW Now. I'm Brian Gonzaga.
And I'm Rachel Hyde. On today's show, we'll take a look at the barbershop here at ONW Now. ONW.
Plus, look at two very important members of our swim and dive team.
And our boys basketball team and how they celebrated a victory.
And we finish the show off with this very special Gossip with Goss Valentine's Day edition.
Let's get it rolling. Barbershop quartets were very popular in the 20th century. Although they have lost their popularity throughout the years, the quartet here at ONW has become a crowd favorite. Let's take it to Andrew Bethwick for a look at the Barbershop Quartet.
Barbershop quartets have fallen out of style since the early 20th century, but the quartet here at Olathe Northwest, also known as the Accidentals, has been entertaining many people this year.
So I've always wanted to do barbershop quartet ever since I was in like 6th grade. I saw a barbershop do a presentation. I had no idea what it was.
I was already super into barbershop, but I wanted to get like a really strong quartet, and I thought those guys would fit the mold perfectly.
Their many performances this year have brought out great moments for not only themselves but the audience.
We've had a lot of performances so far, and I love seeing like the smiles on people's faces when they see us perform. That's one of my favorite parts, is just to perform for other people. You don't hear it too much like anywhere, and I like to show it to people.
And as always, practice makes perfect.
We spend a lot of time practicing, and practicing gets really difficult, but during those times that's when you find the most fun, because you always joke around with each other and just mess around.
We've worked so much together that I could consider them all like some of my best friends, because we work together all the time, we sing together, we love performing together. When we're up there, you start singing, you forget about everything.
With Max and Aiden graduating this year, they plan on keeping the newly found quartet a tradition for years to come.
Well, I honestly want this quartet to go on forever. Like when we leave, I want 2 new juniors that'll come in to replace us.
And overall, they want the younger generations of singers to learn from their experience.
The thing I've learned is just keep trying, and don't give up so easily, and explore new opportunities.
And if you work well together, you can get anything done, especially if you want to accomplish something great.
For ONW Now, this has been Andrew Beckwith.
With encouragement from their siblings, 2 special Olathe High School students made a splash in this year's swim season. Here's Katie Hughes for the story.
With encouragement from their siblings, 2 high school athletes decided to join their school's swim team this past swim season. Quinn Rezick and Jack Fuller, alongside their siblings, told us all about their experience.
Jack and I go to practice every day. He practices about an hour every day. And yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Quinn's always like swimming.
I like to ride bikes.
He likes that too. Yeah, Quinn has always liked swimming, and he's always liked being in the pool and going underwater. So we thought that swimming would be a great sport for him.
Being a part of the swim team not only improved them socially, but physically.
Swimming-wise, he started off barely being able to swim, and obviously we got a lot better at that. We were just starting with a 50 down and back, and by the end of the season in practice, he swam a 500. So that was really awesome, and he also gained a lot of friends. I know he really enjoyed that part, just having all these new friends from the team.
Yeah, I think he's improved a lot this year, and he's had a lot of fun with swimming.
What helped encourage these 2 athletes was their siblings, because they are swimmers as well.
I think it's brought us closer because he's getting an opportunity to do the sport that I've always done.
Well, seeing him learn and swim, because I have swum for so long and now he gets to, and also just how positive he is about it, because I'm never that positive about swim, and he's just so excited for it.
We asked the swimmers what they liked most about being a part of a swim team.
I like doing kicking and doing exercise, or like this.
I want to get out, I want to be active and have fun with my friends. But she's always been for me when I was little, and she's been with me every step of the way, and it's for her to be a part of my life and be a good sister.
For ONW Now, this has been Katie Hughes. Now back to the desk.
Now let's take it over to Ethan and Savannah for Game Day Northwest.
Hey Ravens, welcome to Game Day Northwest. I'm Ethan Moore.
And I'm Savannah Capps. Today we'll be bringing you the latest on Raven Athletics. Last Saturday, the Raven wrestlers competed in the annual Sunflower League Wrestling Tournament. Caden Howard, Quentin Talbert, and Braden Heston all got second place in their individual weight classes. Daniel Thomas and Noah Sharp placed third, Joey Kingsby and Nathan Smith placed fourth, Noah Conover and Brett DeCant placed fifth, and Alex Biza placed sixth. The wrestlers compete this Friday and Saturday at regionals to determine if they qualify for state next week. And congrats to the girls on completing their first season as a team. Look for a wrestling recap on the girls and boys in the coming weeks.
The Ravens varsity bowling team traveled to College Lanes for their Sunflower League meet last week. The boys took second place in the competition and the girls placed 12th. Christian Kotwitz, Spencer Giffen, and Sean McAllister all had top 10 finishes, and McAllister stole the show as he scored a near-perfect game with a score of 299, a new school record. Congrats to Sean and the rest of the Raven bowling team as their season is still going strong with City coming up. Then in 2 weeks they travel to Wichita to compete for state.
Last Friday, the ONW boys basketball team headed to Olathe West to take on the Owls. With the existing rivalry against the Owls, the boys came out ready to win, and that is exactly what they did. The boys beat the Owls 43-30, and we had a hoot celebrating on their home court. On Tuesday, the boys faced the Shawnee Mission East Lancers. The boys fell pretty far behind after the first quarter with a score of 20-8. At the end of the third, the boys had almost caught up to the Lancers with a score of 39-31, but fell short as the game came to a close with a final score of 65-56. The Ravens face off against Olathe North tonight at ONW for senior night. Make sure you come support your Raven Pride with the girls at 5:30 and boys at 7. The theme is College Game Day, so come out representing your favorite NCAA teams.
Valentine's Day wasn't as sweet for our girls basketball team as they dropped a tough one to rivals Olathe West. This is the first time the girls have lost to the Owls in their 3-year history. On Tuesday this week, our Lady Ravens battled against Shawnee Mission East. Holly McCormick was on fire downtown, hitting 4 threes and scoring a total of 14 points. The Lady Ravens ended up winning the game 35-30. Then on Wednesday, the girls team played against Schlegel. Our Ravens fought hard, but ended up losing the game 49-46.
And the swim and dive team are traveling to Topeka this week to compete for state titles. Good luck.
That's it for Game Day Northwest. Now back to Rachel and Brian.
With baseball season right around the corner, have you ever wondered what it actually takes to play competitive baseball? Let's take it to Christian Kotwitz for the story.
Imagine following the game you love and opening a baseball academy in Kansas City. Well, this is a reality for one business owner.
When I first started coaching, I didn't understand why guys couldn't make plays because I'd forgotten how hard the game was. Went back and played a little bit myself again and became a much better coach. So I think it's easy to get lost in what players should be able to do and then take a step back and realize how hard the game really is. So I think after I did that, it made me a lot better coach.
Since opening, Natural Baseball Academy has grown to over 300 players.
A baseball player is like good work ethic and like being a good teammate to others, just helping other people out.
Coach Jones hopes to keep helping kids learn about the same game that inspired him.
You already have to believe in yourself and what you can do and be confident in who you are to handle the type of failure that you go through. At the high school level, we're still trying to teach you guys what playing hard means. You think you all play hard. But to a collegiate level, a ground ball that goes through the middle with 2 outs and a runner at second base can't go through with 2 guys stopping halfway and going towards second base. Those middle infielders have to dive for the ball.
At a club, you can get like so many more opportunities, and it's just a great time.
If my job was solely to teach players, this would be a lot easier. But it's not. There's a lot more involved in this type of a business and in running your own business that aren't always fun things.
For ONW Now, this has been Christian Kotwitz.
Last Friday was Valentine's Day, and of course, love was in the air. Ethan Goss and Katie Hughes took it to the halls for a special episode of Gossip with Goss.
Hey Ravens, I'm Katie Hughes.
And I'm Ethan Goss.
Welcome back to Gossip with Goss. Today we'll be asking you guys some Valentine's Day related questions.
How do you guys deal with unwanted romantic attention?
I never have unwanted.
Just say that you're in a relationship and you're not and you're occupied.
All romantic attention I get is wanted.
Well, I smack them. I don't talk to women.
I block them. You just push them away.
Physically or like?
No, emotionally.
I'm not a simp, so I don't pay attention to it. Easy as that.
Respect.
Yeah.
I want all romantic attention. Even though you have a girlfriend?
What is the worst date you've ever been on?
The guy I went on a date on, we went to the movies and he found another girl in the movie theater. When I went to the bathroom and I came back, he was like...
I've never been on a date.
None.
Yeah. Haven't been on a bad date.
Have you been on a date?
Not really.
Some guy picked me up in his truck and we went and did donuts in the snow. And then he tried to hold my hand after and his hands were really sweaty.
None. Okay, we got it.
I went to...
0 dates. 0.
I went to the movies and they never showed up.
Who's a celebrity you would cheat on your significant other with?
Scarlett Johansson.
Mr. Harry Styles.
Lon.
Summer Rae, 100%.
No, I got it.
Easy.
Kate Upton.
Summer Rae.
I can't answer that right now.
John Krasinski.
What is the most romantic thing you have done for someone?
Literally nothing.
Because you ain't a simp.
Yeah, no simp.
I gave Miss Debbie a flower for her birthday.
It's so cute.
I played video games with him.
I've simped over someone.
Give them food.
Got them candy.
Was that your mom?
Yeah.
Before we conclude our show today, we'll take it over to the video department who's been looking for some extras for the new movie Subrosa.
Subrosa, scene 21, shot 2, take 1.
Hey, I'm Jack Widener.
And I'm Dominic Vergara.
We're seniors in the e-communication program.
During our second semester of entertainment video, we focus on making a full-length feature film.
The film we're currently working on is called Subrosa. You might have seen posters for it around the school or maybe even on our social media.
In order to make the film look realistic, we need a lot of extras to be in the background to fill up the space.
So that's why we're here today, asking you for some help.
You might have seen one of the posters around the school with a QR code. If you go up and scan it, it'll open up a form that you can sign up for. You can also find this on our social media page.
On this Google form, you'll find several days that you can sign up and be an extra. You'll also find what time you need to be there and what you'll need to wear.
Just put in all of your information into the form and we'll contact you a few days before the shoot.
Our first extra day is this Saturday, so if you're available, please come and help us.
If you have any questions, please contact us on our social media page or come up to one of us in the hall.
Thanks.
That's it for this week's ONW Now. Make sure to check our Instagram and Twitter at ravendaily and for more news and for sports information.
For Len and Daniel and the rest of the Raven Daily team, this has been Brian Gonzaga.
And Rachel Hyde, have a great rest of the week, Ravens.